Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger. My friends, Tokyo Game Show 2025 is now wrapped up, and Viper was playable on site, and we got some more footage on Viper and some more information about Viper. We had the official trailer, which was great, and we had some details, and now, well, we have a lot more details. Both through some footage from various Japanese outlets, which you're looking at right now, and also some people in the FGC had some hands-on time with the character and figured out some pretty important traits. And that's what we'd like to talk about in today's video. So first off, just a quick reminder in case you forgot. So Viper is coming out soon. She's coming out October the 15th, so only a few weeks away. So first off here, just a quick overview of some things that came from Uryo and GamerB, as they both had hands-on time with Viper. One of them, and this is a really big one out of the gate, so Seismo, her ground pound, is a true low. You must block it crouching, which makes it infinitely more scary than, say, something like JP's Pillar, as she can reach out to you, hit you with a low anywhere on screen, just about, into a super jump cancel, and into a burn kick or whatever. Now, one thing I was worried about with those super jump cancels is she'd be very meter hungry, and the pro players mentioned, yeah, she will be meter hungry. Although you can see here, after you get your super jump cancel in, you can get some hits in, so you'll get some of that meter back, so maybe it's not as bad as I originally feared. Although, both players quick to state, just for the super jump cancels, keep in mind the super jump always takes a meter, even if you don't cancel. It's just the cost of doing business. If you do a super jump at all, it'll take you one drive gauge. Also, you cannot super jump backwards, only neutral or forwards. I'm sure they don't want super jump runaway Seismo as like an option, right? So you got to play some more classical Street Fighter. And hey, speaking of classical Street Fighter, GamerB says stand medium punch is apparently plus on block. We like plus frames around here, so probably good use and abuse normal. And speaking of some classical Street Fighter 6, no crouch medium kick is not special cancelable, so there is no crouch medium kick into drive rush. Now, okay, you can cancel in the one thing, but it's super jump, because apparently super jump can cancel out everything, regardless if it's normally cancelable or not. But otherwise, she doesn't do the usual Street Fighter 6 in that way. That said, though, crouch medium kick does look pretty useful. Been noticing it in some of the footage that's been presented here throughout TGS. So crouch medium kick, maybe not special cancelable, but on regular hit seems to have a very good amount of frame advantage because it'll naturally go into stand light kick, which both GamerB and Uryo say is special cancelable, the light kick is, and that'll go into medium thunder knuckle. So maybe not, crouch medium kick, drive, rush shenanigans, whatever, but a regular crouch medium kick by its own seems to be pretty valuable in catching people by their toes, as it'll go and get a small combo in and of itself. So going from crouch medium kick, which is a very Street Fighter 6 staple, let's talk the other Street Fighter 6 staple, and that's throw loops. I don't got direct footage for you, but GamerB says there is definitely throw loops. If Viper throws you in the corner, she has so much advantage. If she dashes right afterwards, she'll actually whiff the throw. Like, she has so much advantage, the usual throw, dash, throw, doesn't even work for her because she has too much advantage. So either we're gonna have to figure out some manual timing with walking, or maybe there's a frame kill another way. But yeah, so no crouch medium kick drive rush. So we're not checking that box, but the throw loop box, if we can dash forward and whiff throw because we have so much advantage, there's definitely going to be some form of throw loop. We'll just have to lab it out on day one or something like that. Some other notes here. So heavy thunder knuckle, that's the upward angled electric punch, will seemingly have anti-air invincibility. However, the enhanced version is not a regular uppercut, so she has no actual invulnerability outside of supers. No EX Dragon Punch for a Viper, so she's effectively a lower defense character. She can still do level 1. Apparently level 1, at least going by what's on site, level 1 is strike invulnerable, like, most level 1s are. But yeah, no EXDP, so she'll suffer in a lot of the ways a lot of the cast does that doesn't have easy access to reversals. So save those level 1s, folk, because if that's going to be your main reversal, you don't want to spend all that bar. Although it will give you the buff, so there is something there. Once again, you do level 1, you see that yellow bar where super is, then all of a sudden super jump cancels. Those become free until you run out of bar. They do not use your drive gauge. Other little notes, her focus attack, her armored move, that is not safe on block even at full charge, so beware on that. And super jump EX burn kick, so very low to the ground, is apparently fairly advantageous on block. So now more big name footage. This comes from Kawano and has a level 8 Viper CPU. Level 8s do the really fancy stuff as you're seeing here. Normally if I'm like a press event, they make you sign an NDA is like, yo, you do not show level 8s no matter what. You can show level 7s, never show a level 8. And you're gonna get a good idea why here. So drive impact, okay, sure enough. Easy enough to understand there. Then heavy punch into a feint, crouch medium punch, drive rush cancel, stand heavy, feint, crouch heavy, feint, crouch medium punch, drive rush cancel, stand heavy, feint, crouch heavy, feint, crouch medium punch, and then into her focus attack move. So some pretty sassy stuff, I think you would agree, right? It definitely gives you an idea of what's possible. Once again, she's definitely beating the dumbed down for Street Fighter 6 allegations. Also, at the end of this, they're a little cute here because it looks like it's giving us some ideas for like Oki afterwards. Looks like there's a crouch light kick frame kill because level 8 CPU will do frame kills. And then backdash to bait the throw, and then, well, buddy, you got. And that's round over. Old school crouch fierce, feint fierce, right? So you need a punish counter for that, but hey, fair enough. Another fun tidbit from this footage here. So punish counter jab, crouch jab, will link into crouch fierce punch, and then feint cancel into crouch medium, and then combo out from there, right? So crouch jab, not a bad button. You're gonna get some strong jab 4-frame punishes off that. Also, stand medium kicks got some okay range. I don't really associate Viper with being a buttons character, but that doesn't look bad. Also the old drive rush overhead. So stand medium punch naturally seemingly goes in the crouch medium punch. Also a very big boon for combo structure. Mediums into mediums are nice to have, especially because, as stated earlier, apparently her stand mediums plus on block. Also, her shimmy game looks pretty okay. I know it's Akuma, so more damage, right? But that's some pretty tasty damage. And knowing what we know about Viper now, like, I doubt that's anywhere near maximum if you're like looking to spend some real bar there. And keep in mind here for the big damage scenario, these are all just the consecutive hits, right? No drive rush cancel or whatever. So you're not subject to advanced scaling where a drive rush cancel would normally inflict in a combo. So you can kind of front load that damage. Not to say that you will totally avoid drive rush. You can see one right here actually. But just given the combo structure and all that, like usually it's more favorable to focus on the EXs or regular hits if you can. And one last little bit here, because I mentioned that stand medium kick is decent range, right? It's special cancelable. So you can go right into a ground pound, right into a full combo, into a super apparently. And so Viper's got a very, very, very interesting toolkit, it looks like. Like, of all these characters, I was kind of just assuming out of the 8, yeah, Alex is going to be my guy because, like, big dumb grappler character, right? But I'm really interested in what I'm seeing out of Viper here. She looks really cool. So besides that, there's just a couple other things to talk about here. Thanks to the fine folks over at Event Hubs, we have a translated move list for Viper. Now, it's mostly what you would expect. You can spend extra bar to get an extra hit after like Thunder Knuckle. You can feint moves, sure. The one thing to note is the focus attack, the armored attack. That's quarter circle back kick, not burn kick. And that actually works fantastically in her favor. Since burn kick is just quarter circle forward now instead of quarter circle back, it's a lot easier for everyone to do the tiger knee motion as it were. So just do quarter circle forward, then hit up forward and hit kick. So in doing so, since you start it down and work your way to up forward, that counts as the super jump motion. So you're already doing stuff like super jump canceling her various moves. You hit kick and then boom, you did whatever and immediately super jump canceled it into air burn kick. You know, she's a more advanced character. Some of the tech stuff is probably still going to trip people up, but that at least will make things a lot easier for people, I think. As it'll be one smooth motion versus like quarter circle back, up forward kick, which can trip people up. Don't worry, when the time comes and we make all the videos, I'll show you how to do all the hard stuff. We got you. We got you. But yeah, so I was looking forward to more Viper now that Tokyo Game Show kind of wrapped up, right? And I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. You know, I liked Sagat more than I thought I would. I'm seemingly liking Viper more than I thought I would. I was already predisposed to like Alex, so maybe I'm just going to really love Alex. It makes me scared. Maybe I'm going to love Ingrid. I kind of hope not. That would make me look like a hypocrite a little bit, considering I'm already like labeled as #1 Ingrid hater. But you know what? Actually, screw it. If I wind up loving her, awesome. Like, I'll take the slings and arrows thrown at me if she's actually cool enough for me to enjoy her. So far, Season 3, as far as the characters go, seem to be hitting on all cylinders, especially because with Viper and Sagat previously, and hopefully Alex and Ingrid moving forward, they seem to be avoiding the more stock Street Fighter 6 character archetype, if you will, right? None of them are all-rounders. They're all doing their own unique things. The game has more than enough all-rounders, right? We need to start getting a bit crazy with it, and I'm glad they are. But yeah, so hope you enjoy the Viper update. Looked around, tried to gather as much footage as I could, tried to gather a bunch of information about the character, and all I can say so far is thumbs up. Let me know what you think about Viper in the comments below. And other than all that, well, we are at the end of the video. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.